Verdun is another one we should take a look at or note. That battle is said to have lasted from February to December of 1916. It was another response to the German attempt to invade across the southern part of France. It was once again stopped by another stubborn digging in of trenches, and especially by the rather suicidal waves of Allied soldiers who were sent over the top of their trenches over and over and over again, suffering incredibly high losses. That's why, for example, there were often tens of thousands of losses in a single day. That seemed to be what it actually took, and that was, generally speaking, the entire military view of the Western Front's leaders. In terms of the Eastern Front, out towards Russia and the nations over there, Russia, even though they immediately invaded places like Poland and gave a great deal of trouble to the Austrians and the Hungarians, they quickly found great problems against the Germans. In fact, it was in August of 1914 that the Battle of Tannenberg occurred. It was in this battle that the Russian command, the Russian communication lines were destroyed, and a huge number of Russian soldiers were actually captured. In fact, it's been argued that the Russian army never recovered from their losses at the Battle of Tannenberg for the rest of the war. Not only that, but a curious thing that happened at Tannenberg, and one of the reasons why the Russians lost so thoroughly and so many of them were captured, is because there were several low-ranking officers who were devoted Marxist or communist, better known as Bolsheviks. They deliberately sabotaged the plans of their higher-ranking Russian commanders who were devoted to Russia and the Tsar, in the hopes that it would help bring about a Russian revolution that would turn Russia into a glorious communist state. They did exactly that. But that is a story we'll talk about in a later lesson.